Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War themed games casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got two games for you. The first being Unification, it's a 3v3 and we're on Tristram Plains. Playing as the Black Templar, we've got me, we've got Crimson, and we have got Cheese Master. And playing as the Chaos Space Marines, we've got Splash, we've got Where's My Teeth, and we have got Kukin. So the theme for this game is the first Black Crusade. So let me make a long story short. Essentially, way back when, just after Horus was crumped by the Emperor, good and proper, never to ever return again. The blooming Abaddon, he was all like, you know what, I don't like this whole idea of us chilling out in the Eye of Terror forever, ever, amen. We're going to go out, we're going to see the world, we're going to, see the sights and sounds of the Imperium, and maybe also destroy it in the most extreme manner humanly possible. So what Abaddon does is that he goes up to Chaos God, say, hey, I'm your boy, I can get this done. He makes loads of promises. He says, hey, if you make me really strong, I will help you through all the good times and the bad times. Makes a load of blood oaths. And then the Chaos Gods say, right, okay, you can go out and do things. So he goes on, he does things. Kills loads of people. And then he gets a sword. And that's kind of how it ends, really. I remember that way back when, before the law was retconned to make Abaddon look cooler. I remember that he like lost every single crusade apart from the last. Well, I mean, he still lost the last one, but it was like more of like a Pyrrhic victory for both sides. So yeah, I don't. Anyway, he gets a cool sword, and that's all that matters. So we've got Chaos on the southern side. It's a very long, narrow map, as we've seen before. Lots of relics in the middle, critical locations as well, and the Chaos players are doing exactly what they should do: is go up straight away and build up heavy bolter turrets to make sure that this place is nice and defensible for their reasons. Although they're not going to go quickly over here to this relic, but then again, they are sending some cultists over to have a quick look. Only cultists at the moment. What are we doing on this side? We're quite slow to get out. We're probably debating on who's getting which relic, as the strategic point layout on this map is very unusual. Also didn't quite manage to get the right side of the map. We've got the Chaos side as the Black Templar, and they've got the Loyalist side as the... Well, I mean, it's not technically Loyalist, but... You know, I mean, before these statues were warped and corrupted, I'm sure it was quite loyalish. Got Cheese Master looking to see if he can come over here, but the heavy bolter turret will send him packing. Now I've got some lads coming over in the centre here. Essentially, our plan is just a million Crusader squads come in, see if we can smash some bits and bobs about. But these heavy bolters, man, they are going to cause us some issues. Got some Chaos Space Marines, some Splash. Let's be waltzing on over, firing their bolter guns as the cultists come in. One Templar has been killed. These guys are going to run with their tail in between their legs. So currently an impenetrable wall of chaos for them at the moment. But the Black Templar, while the Crusader squads might struggle initially against the heavy bolter turrets, once we start getting out the bigger and meaner infantry in tier 2, we should be alright. Also, the Black Templar do have a fairly decent Razorback that they can use in support. So that's not too bad. Going to see another heavy bolter turret over here. So definitely lion's share already been mastered by the Chaos forces. Definitely using that early aggressive defensive posture, shall we say, to capture most of the map. We've got a lot of boys here, but being very squeamish, not giving them the Black Templar favour that they so deserve. Got Castellan from Cheese Master coming out. He attaches them to one squad. We should be alright for catching up with dudes. I'm going to chase these guys all the way down here, seeing if I can get them, but the grenade launchers, too strong in my opinion. Do not like them, especially when they cut through my boys so quickly. But we've got a conga line going on here. We're going to be chasing after these Chaos Space Marines. Got to bear in mind as well that all of us Black Templar players at this moment in time, not very familiar with it, so we're kind of just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. And what sticks at the moment is these Crusaders. Chain blades against the faces of the heretics. Got Cheese Master's Castellan trying to crump that heavy bolter turret as quickly as he can. Well, these guys make some zoning room. Got a blooming robot dancing going on there. They're not entirely sure where they want to go, but they're enjoying themselves all the same. Whereas Cheese's Crusaders keeping those Chaos Space Marines on the run. And a good surround on the heavy bolter turret as they kill it. Although the cultists with their grenade launchers are going to provide some firing support. And Crusader squad of mine is losing their morale. It's not a happy time for them. But we seem to be outnumbering them. Our cause is just. Our sword arm mighty. Castellan going to chase away those cultists as we try and turn around and capture the relic over yonder. Got a Chaos Lord coming out. Chaos Lord, I reckon a 1v1 will be able to smack down a Castellan or two. But surrounded by so many boys, a mosh pit of holy fervour. His health is going down. Quick, sharpish. Might be able to get him down as well. There we look at that. Well, the power of the Emperor is done, did, gone, gotten very nicely. But the cultists don't end. Their numbers are, well, numberless, I suppose. And ours are waxing and waning. Yeah, this is not very happy for us. We are going to have to fall back, and the counter-attack, I mean, they've got the boys for it. A swift counter-attack is expected, but we do have Crimson coming out with a Crusade fire support squad, as well as some other lads to maybe come in and see if they can help in this general mosh pit in the centre. But we need to get decapping as quickly as possible, especially these bits on the side, as these are providing our opponents excessive amounts of econ that we should not really be giving them. Castellan over here not quite being able to pull out. It's going to give it a good shot all the same. You'll see Crimson with a Castellan bringing it over here, looking at these Chaos Cultists. My Crusader squads, 2 in number, dying quite quickly over there due to the Cultist grenade launchers. Yeah, definitely a sticky wicket for us. Firing squad over here has fallen back as well. Yeah, man, these grenade launchers, ideal counter against the Crusaders. So we need to tech up as quickly as possible. We are seeing a machine cult from me, going to go for 1 Razorback. Tier 2 on the way for Cheese Master. And not much other Tier 2 on the way for Crimson as well. So we're a little bit behind in the tech, as I imagine these guys. Yeah, we're already seeing Q-Ken going for more stuff. And a double Desecrate Stronghold as well. No Tier 2 for you, but Tier 2 on the way for... Oh no, you're going to go for Tier 3. Where's my teeth? My goodness. The quick tech. And everyone basically dying, leaving a nice circle of Black Templar on the floor for everyone to witness. Got Castellan's Akimbo coming down. Chaos Sorcerer saying, "You shall not pass." But my Razorback swanning on in. You take your grenade launchers and shove them where the sun don't shine. Also bringing out the Sword Breadwin, seeing if we can get a plasma gun or 2 on these guys. And just watch these guys crumble beneath the might of the Razorback. Also going to get a twin-linked assault cannon. Decent against infantry and heavy infantry. Sword Breadwin as well, very tanky. Hard to get him killed unless concentrating fire on them. But Razorback, where are you going? Come back in. Get involved. Oh, look at this. Crimson also coming over with a sea of Black Templar. Now it's time to get these guys done. Should have really gone for flamers on these guys. Awesome power weapons. As not using their plasma guns in close combat, but that's fine. Chaos Space Marines were brought down to 2 models. 1 singular Razorback really changing the tide in this engagement here. These guys are going to hold back. Razorback trying to screen these guys so we can start capturing relics and stuff. If we can get a listing post on this, it'll be a lot more defensible for us. Got some infiltrated cultists sneaking around on the side here. We'll need to get some servo skulls if we want to see those bad boys. Chaos Lord back on the field. We've got some stuff to do. Got another Razorback. Oh, it's me. Look at me being useful. Haha. Amazing stuff. Well, the cultists are now infiltrated. We've now got a horror squad as well. So when I say it's being useful, oh dear, did not see the horror squad. Should have really pulled that back ages ago. Well, that Razorback is going to go down. But they are relatively cheap, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, well, we'll find out soon, I imagine. Another Razorback over here. But unable to see the squishy infantry. Going to cause some serious issues. Chaos Lord over here. Being brought down low. 1 Sword Brethren remaining. They're quite expensive. 65 blue and 10 green. Amazing when you keep them alive, but useless when they're dead. Like, well, most units, I suppose. Tech Marine Artificer over here looking to repair these guys. But there's just too much in the way for them to deal with. We're seeing cowardice as people start dying en masse. Now also going to have some Black Templar assault squads, but they just can't see anything. Razorback goes down as well. It's a sad time for everyone. Current economies are 104 and 66, 68 and 20, and 85 and 30 compared to 62 and 10, 126 and 60, and 163 and 106. So yeah, really feeling that lack of the middle map at the moment, considering that we've not held a single relic for any longer than a couple of minutes at a time, and not really even making an assault on these ones. Would have probably made more sense to go for one of these, but I just quite like how Wes Matif was like, nope, this relic is mine. I will build up as many turrets as I need and want. So, Black Templars, the Assault Squad variant, going to fall back towards the upgrade listing post. My listing post over here has not been upgraded as of yet. I assumed it would die, so I didn't bother doing it. And the Chaos Space Marines, only out of heavy bolters, but the mass firepower from the grenade launchers as well as the horror squads will certainly make quick work of that listing post. What are we doing at this situation? One thing that we could probably be doing at the moment is, like I say, building up those really cool, useful, high-quality infantry squads. We do have the Black Templar assault squads coming in from both sides, from Cheese Master and from, what's your name, sorry, from Crimson. So wonderful choices, but we do need to be able to see the cultists. None of us have got any blooming skull probes, which is definitely what we need. And also, if we're also, like, attacked at the same time as well, that would have been really useful too. But no, we are not organised at all. This was not the play to make, so we are going to fall back ever so slightly back into the wilderness where it is safe and sound. Raids back over here being repaired. Look at that, you see, if I could do it, so can you. Just recycle. That's all you need. Like all these guys in a nice little triangle. That's quite cool. It's like as if you're about to play pool. And this is a sad time. Kuken, he thought, well, I'm in tier 2, and what does Chaos like in tier 2? Defilers. So that's what he's going to get. A melter bomb in front over at him, but my goodness, it's a conga line of crabs. A terrifying thing to witness. And just absolutely kitten fisting these Black Templar assault squads more or less straight away. These guys are going to jump in. They'll at least be able to take on the Chaos Space Marines, but now we've got some possessed ones and just a sheer amount of flamethrowers coming in really quickly, wiping out those assault squads. My Razorback has gone down. And, well, I mean, we've got an Emperor's Champion. He's going to give it a go. Let's follow him with the hashtag key. Seeing what he can get up to. For the fire and the flames, it's going to bonk that possessed Marine in the face, but very little he can do. The artillery of the Defilers. But the Thunderhawk's going to come and get him. That's nice. Nurgle worship from these guys, increasing the health regen of everyone nearby. But the Thunderhawk doesn't care about your health regen. He will take you on regardless. The corpse of the Emperor's Champion being airlifted away, preventing him from being tainted by the ruinous powers in some form of foul necromancy. The crab march continues, but one Defiler has gone down. One down, 5 more to go. Who's in the middle? It's the Castellan. Look at him go. That is a mosh pit I don't want to be a part of. Been given a squeeze before being chucked in the air. Does a backflip. Goes out in style. Oh, Vindicator now. Vindicator is very good against mass infantry. Should have really gone for one of these a lot earlier. But now it's been going in melee against some possessed Marines. It's going to probably die quite quickly. Over here we've got an assault squad being murdered by Where's My Teeth's Chaos Lord. Vindicator goes down. I'll try to build up another one. Hope it comes out from this side this time. Well done. Using the rally point to full effect. But now that the mutilators are out, even our elite close combat units aren't going to be amazing against mutilators. They've got a crazy melee. I mean, just look at their hands. They've got like saws in the hands. They've got butter knives in the hands. It's just hecky flip. Like a Wednesday night in East London, round in my base at the moment. A Demon Prince stalking the field. Crimson bringing over an Emperor's Champion. Can an Emperor's Champion take on a Demon Prince? Does not look like it. He's going to give it a good old cottage try there. I mean, it looks like he stunned him, actually. Go and get him. Do it for the Emperor. Do it for the team. Do it for the lads. Nope, never mind. He is... Has he come back? Our champion has risen again. Huzzah. He's doing a fair bit of damage as well, so well done him. He won't win. He's dead now. Oh no, he's not. When are you dying? You keep on falling over and then like your health bar disappears. Crazy stuff. Anyway, the Vindicator's trying to do what it can. The Mutilators are murdering everyone. Chaos Space Marines falling forward. Although look at that. Big shot. Murderizing a whole group over there. The crabs continue. Cheese Master has been brown breaded. And my base is naught but kindling against the might of the Demon Prince. But we might be able to get the Demon Prince. And look at that, just when you thought he was out and out. No. The Emperor's Champion does indeed kill the Demon Prince. So that is something. A moral victory at the very least. I, for once, felt a GG. The moment Alfarius comes over to cause some issues. And that is that. So, Chaos win the first game. Let's see who wins the second game. And here we are with game number 2. It's a 3v3, still in Unification, and we are on the map Testing Grounds. Playing as the Chaos Space Marines, we've got Necrotechnica. We've got Eri 7, 8, 8, 9 playing as the Imperial Fists, but cosplaying as the Iron Warriors. And we've got Agnar playing as the World Eaters. On the opposing team, playing as the Black Templar, we've got Tiger Shark. We've got me also playing as the Black Templars, and we've got Clempe playing as the Dark Angels. So I know that we're breaking from the Black Templar versus Chaos kind of theme, but like, it was the first Black Crusade. Were the Dark Angels there? Probably. Did Abaddon get the Iron Warriors and the World Eaters to take part in it? Also probably. Don't you worry, me and Tiger Shark were still carrying on that banner for the Black Templars here. We've got the Mr. Land, Tiger, Shark, Wombo combo, which is probably the most deadly kind of combo one could ask from a Black Templar perspective. But yeah, I've got lots of negative cover separating the bases with some shenanigans bound to happen in the middle here. A winding maze of Imperial fortresses and statues. So very cool stuff indeed. I mean, what we've got, Black Templars opposite the, well, next to, should I say, the World Eaters. So potential for lots of bashing in close combat. World Eaters have got lots of different openings that they can go for, and they are going to get a regular Khorne Marine squad out, so nothing too serious. Not going to go for those Raptors. A nice gentle opening. Whereas we've got Dark Angels up against the regular old vanilla Chaos Space Marines. So I mean, we'll probably see lots of scouts. Going to go straight for those sniper rifles as well, which are ideal for culling those cultists. But maybe it'd be less useful against the Chaos Space Marines. We'll have to wait and see what kind of damage DPS is going to be available for that. I'm already getting a second plasma generator. Only a sacristy. Sorry, how do I say that? I said it right. Sacristy. Look at me. I can. Come on, Mr. Lanchak. I have more confidence in your reading ability. You have the reading age of at least a 10-year-old, but even 10-year-olds can read some words. Yeah, and as well, also the negative cover, so they're going to take extra damage from these sniper rifles. One shot, one kill. That's it. These guys are not feeling all that fresh and fancy. As the slow firing rate of the sniper rifles. Oh, they'll miss. Dear oh dear. Go try again. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Clearly the water is messing up the sights. Go on, get him. Yeah. Screw you. And... oh, no, never mind. Oh, you tease. You tease, Clempe. I thought you were about to get this cultist before they get their eyes on any smart things with their blooming... what should we call them? Their grenade launchers. But Khorne Marine squad being chased away by the Castellan. Bloodpack Troopers are not going to enjoy this engagement whatsoever. Being stricken down quite sharply. Not going to win in an engagement, well, against anything. As we say in every single game where the World Eaters are, the Bloodpack Troopers are not really there for much other than chaff. We're going to see some headshots going on this listing post here. Probably not the most useful thing to do. We've got my Crusader squad with the Castellan attached this time. Because in this game I've actually learned how to play the Blood... not the Blood Angels, sorry, the Black Templar. So I actually know what I'm doing this time. And you can already smell the difference. There's going to come in and crack open a smile, crack a cold one with the boys. Heretic already running away in fear as my boys approach. I'm going to see a heavy bottle turret being placed over here, adjacent to this upgrade listing post. So defensive structures all around over here. Tiger Shot doing exactly the same with his Castellan and his Black Templar boys. Well, he's got a command squad already tier 2. And he's got an apothecary in there to keep those boys fresh and fancy as the battle continues. Altar of Khorne cannot be upgraded with any shooty bits, so defensive capabilities for the World Eaters is quite reduced. But they do have that big AoE blast, but it does do damage to absolutely everyone here. Also, kind of want to maybe lay off on the World Eaters as they get extra economy for any models that are in close combat. So got to be very wary of how long your engagements will last with Agnar here. Tiger Shark also occupying the central positions of the board here. We are decapping strategic points. Cult is being shot up by the scouts of the Dark Angles. And whilst we're going to see another Chaos Space Marine squad, a whole host of heretics coming over here. Trying to form some sort of dancing boy band, I imagine. We're having a think. We're thinking, should we go in? Nah, there's too much. It's too much, and we've got too little. No point in worrying too much when we've taken over one strategic point. We've taken out any chance of them getting the relic, so we could just take economic advantage over that. I've seen some Cornet Raptors. A little bit late to the party, but still going to be quite useful, especially when supported by a lot of firepower. Bloodpack Troopers. They can get Heavy Stubbers and Flamers in Tier 2. Weird that they can get Flamers in Tier 2, though. Like, normally, like a Flamer is like a Tier 1 kind of thing. But that's fine. Crusaders going to see those Bloodpack Troopers and crump them good and proper. The Corner Marines looking for a scrap. But against a Crusader Fire Support Squad and a Command Squad, those aren't odds that they're willing to take. They're going to back off a little bit, as best as they can, while the Crusaders continue to engage. Got a couple of neophytes in there as well, just for good measure. Remember that when Black Templars lose a model, any squads or models nearby have a chance to temporarily have their control lost for them, their bloodlust overtaking their sensibilities, and they come over and try and smash anything nearby them. It does increase their overall strength as far as I understand it. Got Demon Host hovering around. There's a little bit of damage in close combat, but doesn't do anything at range. But they're not going to use that big Altar of Khorne explosion there. Morale being broken for all the Black Templars, with the exception of the Crusader Fire Support Squad on the back lines. Currently got no upgrade weapons, but they do have bolters, which is different from the usual bolt pistol of the Command and Crusade squad. Corner Marines over here looking to get their plasma guns. Are you in Tier 2 now? Yes, you are in Tier 2, Mr. Ragnar. Also got a demon gate for any, well, demons, I suppose. Down on this side, we do have some scouts maneuvering forward, but still not able to quite get through here. Got a Chaos Rhino as well. Gonna pack some lads inside there and see what mischief that they can get up to. Combat still going on over here. Eri with his Iron Warriors coming forward with a flanking maneuver. And Tiger Shark is in a bit of a bind at the moment. Hemmed in on both sides. Plasma guns. Oh, actually, that was not a plasma gun. Well, they are plasma guns, but they're from a Razorback Mark 1 as opposed to the Cornet Marines, but they are going to get more. Oh, no, they do have plasma guns, just that they're pink. Fair enough. So, yeah, that's the antithesis of what the Black Templars want being fired at them. Plasma guns are no match against the blooming... Oh, no, sorry, not the other way around. The Selma armor is no match against the blooming plasma guns. Oz got Necrotechnica bringing forth some Chaos Space Marines in their Rhino to really drive home that Tiger Shark is not welcome on this side of the map. He needs to go home. On this side, we do have a Chaos Rhino. Do you have people in? Hold on, let me double check. Do you have people inside, young man? No, you don't. You have a decoy Chaos Rhino. And I'm bringing a whole bunch of my boys back, as well as Klempe, just in case some lads are inside. But sneaky, tricky Chaos mischief, I do have to say. We have a Tech Marine from Eri opening fire with his flamethrower on the most durable of units, but consider it's a builder, significant damage when given the chance. Siege Marines are going to fall back to the loving embrace of a couple of squads of Space Marines and a singular Devastator squad. Going to go for those heavy bolters. Can get a large amount of those as well. Razorback Mark 1 also adding some fire to it. Over here we've got the Chaos Rhino over here. I managed to destroy it with some land speeders with some Typhoon missile destroyers. But yeah, decoy. I've been bamboozled. Possibly had. Tricked by nefarious means. But this one is not a decoy. This one is mischief and mayhem personified. And that is not what we want. Now inside the base, a whole load of plasma generators rife for the picking and plunder. I want to cancel this plasma generator before it gets conked out. Does not look like that will be so. Over on this side. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a baddie then. But yeah, gets destroyed. Lovely sword breadwin coming out there. We can scare that tank away. And am I coming into support? Maybe. Possibly. Who really knows? But I do have my land speeders coming down. Typhoon missiles at the ready. Ready to crack open this defense that Necrotechnica has been holding us back with. There's Sonic Predators and Chaos Predators coming from Necrotechnica. Where are you coming from? Ah, you are over here. Causing my Crusaders a lot of pain in the backsides. So they're going to run away in the most noble of fashion. Down on this side, the Chaos Space Marines have been scared away. They only really took out one plasma generator, and even then, it wasn't even finished yet, so they were just denying it. No transport now coming over, but we do have the Wallace and Gromit Raven Wing attack bike squadrons coming out to play. But Necrotechnica deciding that Klempe's base is the next one for a good smack upside the head. But maybe not. Maybe he's going to come down and see if he can defend against the might of the land speeders. Not doing amazing amounts of damage, but they're doing enough. They've killed the turret, opening the way for bloodlust and madness. It's a bit anticlimactic when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. Sword Brethren, supported by some support squads, have gone for the heavy bolters. They're looking to smack around this Razorback Mark 1. The Devastators providing a lot of firing support here. Morale being broken for the Sword Brethren. Space Marines over here. They've got a plasma gun as well as their blooming sergeants being upgraded with a plasma gun. So deadly stuff. Very deadly stuff indeed. We're pushing in all the same. I'm not giving up. I've got command squad of my own, as well as the Sword Brethren. Want to get into tier 2. Those melee globs for the Black Templar, very difficult to deal with. We've got high health. We're able to get apothecaries in their squads, usually. I mean, not the Sword Brethren, but the command squad at the very least. They're also armed with triple missile launchers. Actually, the command squad is probably the most versatile of the infantry for the Black Templars. Able to get missile launchers, plasma guns, and heavy bolters. A sizable amount of vehicular stuff. We've got a Dreadnought armed with a plasma cannon, as well as double squads of attack wind. In fact, triple coming down soon. Very mobile, able to put a lot of DPS in individual targets, especially with those multi-melters on the field. So not going to go toe-to-toe with the Defiler here. But that's a lot of tanks. Sonic Predator and a regular Chaos Predator. Going to break the morale of the bikes. But Defiler goes down. Bikes are going to reposition after killing one other tank. Going to fire out this Chaos Predator. And he is brown-breaded, good and proper. Let's see a Chaos Rhino transport. But nothing really to transport at the moment. Let's see a Horror Squad as well in over on this side. Tiger Shark bringing forth more good stuff. Again, the elite infantry is what you want in these situations. Got some Corn Berserkers and some Corner Marines looking to smack around Tiger Shark's listing post, but fingers crossed he can come in, maybe do a flanking maneuver, but Eri still defending this passage, so he won't be able to go into Agnar's base without opening his flank up. But infiltrated scouts, lots of snipers, might not do amazing against the heavy infantry, but will at least break the morale, making them more or less useless. Push on the south continues, crumping everything in our way, seeing a Vindicator for Klempe moving forward, busting a move, busting a groove, and all the plasma generators look like they're about to go the way of the dinosaur. More Defilers, that's what the Doctor ordered, according to Necrotechnica. Are going to see an Ironclad Dreadnought from Eri, but I mean, maybe misunderstood the power of the bicycles as they take him down. No questions asked. Are going to see a sizable amount of Assault Centurions coming down here, but they need to get into close combat to be anything effective. I managed to break the morale of the command squad. Going to give him a punch straight in the gut. This guy with a flag really struggling at the moment. Flags are not ideal for close combat. They are more for just fanning around, having a gay old time with it. Defiler goes down. Another one also falls down. Trying to get a third one out. But it's not looking like it'll see the light of day. Although, actually, no, mate. The race is on. Can he do it? There we go. Defiler out. If anyone can save the day, it's this Defiler. Potentially, maybe, breaking the morale of the Crusaders, of my Crusaders specifically. But he goes down, and the machine pit is also sent back home. Necrotechnica now out of the rat race. Let's watch from Dark Angel's perspective. Just because of all the, Black Templar extra UI. Oh, no, never say that in a Unification game. The UI, takeover on the screen. Yeah, I've got Samuel. Go on, Samuel, in your flirting bicycle. Look at him go. He's got a book to read, so he's never bored on his travels. Excellent stuff. Yeah, the command squad is crumping all this stuff. We do have a Fellblade, which normally is amazing. Great at killing masses of infantry and vehicles, especially the light kind. But unsupported, it's going to run away with its tail in between its legs. I'm going to say good old Perturabo, definitely Perturabo coming out. Though I'm not sure if Perturabo was part of the first Black Crusade. I assume he was probably still sulking in the Eye of Terror. Being like, oh my goodness, what have we done? Here he is. Just ignore that, pretend it's an iron hand. Sorry, not an iron hand. An Iron Warrior symbol rather than an Imperial Fist logo. Siege generator. Once that goes down, Eri does lose all his green money income, although then again he does have a really tasty looking thermoplasma generator. The Fellblade will be felled by the might, the Black Templar and the Dark Angels. Now we're going to turn our attention to Perturabo. Get out the way, Thunderhawk. You're ruining the view. There's not much you can do. You can call down a Mighty Blast. Also going to see a Land Raider Prometheus. Primarily, exclusively good against infantry and heavy infantry. Don't normally see it unless, of course, you absolutely need to. Also, a Venerable Dreadnought. Called down from me. Going to replace Flamer with a multi-melter. But yeah, Eri's base has been smacked down. And then with that as well, Agnar defending the best he can, but he has also gone down as well for Dreadnought from Tiger Shark, pushing on into his base there. So yeah, it was a tale of two cities, you know. I mean, first game, the Black Templar and friends got crumped, and the second game, the Black Templar were more or less quite useful. So well done me, well done team, well done everyone for playing on these games here. We don't have a third one, because, well, we just didn't play a third one, and also, it's the Black Crusade, no one technically wins, you know, otherwise the story ends. You know, if Abaddon ever actually had a very successful Black Crusade and Terra fell, well then, Games Workshop would be out of a product, wouldn't they? So we've got to leave it at a stalemate for lore reasons. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, have a look at the Patreon. £1 gets you one extra game a week, and also voting privileges for future themed games. And there's a Discord. If you want to take part in these games, just come on down, get involved, man. It's all good fun. Anyway, man's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chop. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.